Hey guys, this is Al with El Rey Collection, and I think that I'm streaming here. I just kind of let people know that I'm going to try to work this up, um, and let's see how this goes. I'm going to give people a couple minutes here, a little bit of time to get on, and you can if you can try the chat, that would be great. In the meantime, because this is the most boring part, is opening the box. I will start to open the box, and I think I have the chat up and running, but I'm not sure. I started off my thing saying, "Welcome to my PSA unboxing," so I have no idea if this chat does, in fact, work. So if somebody can, please let me know. That would be absolutely fantastic, and I will start to get these boxes underway. I never know exactly how to see how many people are watching and what people are trying to say, so hopefully I can get better at this in time, and hopefully people will help coach me, because this is not IT and all this type of stuff is not my strong suit. So let's see kind of where this stuff goes. This particular shipment was sent in January of 2021, and it was a value. It was a value shipment, and then beyond being a value shipment, what else can I tell you? Oh, it got put into the system in March of 2021, and for whatever reason, this was the last, one of the last ones on the date. You know how PSA has the complete through dates on there. Wow, this is really not wanting to come off. The complete through dates. Well, this is one of the last ones in what I think was value modern category. So this is stuff from 1972 to whatever the ultra modern cutoff is, 2018 or something. Can't really recall. So, and included in these are a number of cards that were slabbed for some of my European collecting friends. Not a number. I think there was like 5. So there wasn't that many, but I was just doing this a favor as a couple of my friends early on. Probably would have just been better to pay the extra and get those cards back relatively quickly, but we didn't do that. We wanted the $10-12 submissions. Okay, this is getting a little too many of these. Okay, but good. That's the end of the box. If I don't scare my dog, of course I did. Okay, so gosh, I guess maybe I'm not seeing if anybody is on. Dang, and I don't see if anybody is using the chat. It continues to say that. I'm gonna put something out there and see if anybody else mentions that or knows this. And then well, regardless, this will save, and then I can just drop this in. I wonder if this is like numerical 1, 3. Yeah, so maybe we'll try to put these in order, and I'll try to go 1 through the end. So it looks like there's at least 6, and I'll try to go over the boring stuff as quickly as possible. You know, if there are dupes or whatever. So there's 6 and 7. So there's 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 5 and 6. So we'll go 7 over there, and then 8 of 8, which means 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of different stuff. So, all right. Well, it doesn't look like at the end of the day my chat is actually working. So that's a bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. So I can't, at least right now, unless anybody sees this welcome to my PSA unboxing, is anyone out there? If they see that, please respond so at least I know that thing is working. And if you can't, well then, that's fine. So I'm going to take these out and let's see what this says. Okay. This was, they put the order date as of 3/17/21, but you can see up here at the top, or maybe you can't, that the order was not valid from 2/12/21, which meant that it needed to be submitted by then. And so that meant that it was printed on 1/12, and I probably sent it a couple days later. It's 128 items. Oh, thanks for letting me know that you're watching. Dang, so I guess you can't see the chat that I thought I could see, so if people could put questions in there. So, oh well, I'll have to freeball it. If you want any... If you have any questions or you want to say anything, you can DM me on Discord. I have that open. Or you can just directly dump it in the social media tab of the vintage soccer cards thing. So, so the first 5 cards that these came in order were not mine, but I'm not sure they came in order. Let's see. Number 1. Let's check them out. Hopefully, I always have a fun picking up all the stuff afterwards. Okay, so this is kind of bizarre. It's really out of sequence, I think. But let me let's get on with it. Sorry for the delays here, folks. You love my nice graphic. I take pride in my graphics. My mom would have a heart attack here with my handwriting, but it is what it is. Always love, everybody knows I love these World Cup stickers. So to get a 9 is a solid grade any year. That particular one is the base one. This particular one is the platinum, which I think come from Switzerland, if I'm not incorrect. And that one was a 10. Oh, nice. Nice to have that. You know, pretty rare stickers. I really like these Copa America stickers. The graphics on them, you don't see them that often. I have a bunch of these, and there's some different versions, and I thought I picked ones that would get 8 to 10s. This is a 9. This is a 7. Look at the graphics on those. Pretty cool. At least I think so. I'm not sure why this got a 6. Wow, that's really low for that. I mean, I don't know. All of these, again, have these Newton rings on them. So disappointing. Okay, so here's a card inside. Let's see. Actually, here's another one of these Neymar stickers. Look at how cool that is. What a beauty. Ooh, wow. So this is going to be a bummer. So, all right. So we have this Neymar. I think these stickers are just beautiful. Probably some of the nicest looking modern stickers that I recall seeing. So, anyway. So here you go. There is that one. And then we have I'll open these other cards in a second. Here's a platinum Neymar in a 9. And here's a nice, look at it. I like this nice little couple of 10s. So I thought those were going to do pretty well. I don't, to say you expect a 10 on a sticker is really, really not true in my experience. At least I don't expect 10s. Here's a nice MAGA. I love the Cruyff in this, card. This is Kempes. These cool backs, I think they're really unique. And, as he's playing for Valencia. So that's good. And then here is Batigol. PSA 8 from 1991, Panini Calciatore. Okay, so here is really bad news for my friends in Italy. They sent me a couple of different cards. This particular one is a Mbappe rookie, and this one says evidence of trimming. I highly doubt that, knowing who sent me this card. So that's just, I think, just bad luck. And then this one is another bad luck one. They say this one's altered. The borders look good to me on this, so I would be interested to know why. This looked hot. I thought it was going to get, at least an 8, probably a 9 when I saw it in person. I measured it to my other ones. It looked fine. So unless there's some surface thing, which I doubt, that's going to be a huge disappointment for these guys. Ugh, wait a year and 4 months and get 2 of the 5 cards, one with evidence of trimming, which I doubt, and altered, which I have no idea because I don't have time to look at the card. But that is a real bummer. And that Maradona was really nice. If you look, those of you who really want to get this Maradona card, and sorry that it's right now covered by this PSA thing. There's a BGS 9.5 in, I believe, golden, or no, maybe PWCC. Anyway, take a look at this. Take a screenshot of the borders on this, and then look at that one that got a 9.5, and those borders looked a little thin to my eyes. I also got back this one, which is an Iniesta. It's a second year. It's a card. I like this card a lot. And they said that this one was miscut, which usually is a qualifier, and you just put miscut. I don't know how it's miscut, but I'll probably resubmit this when it gets lower, the dollar value per card. Okay, so those are, I think those are the 3 problem childs out of 128, which I guess is fine. So we'll put those away. That was box number 1 of 8. We'll put those down. Now we'll move on to box number 2, and we'll see what's coming out here. Survey says, dun, 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 we have the first one is the sporting team, which you think would be talked about. The real problem is I don't think Ronaldo's in this card. So that's kind of the main thing going for this. This is still an epic set of his rookie. These crocky nibbits from with Ronaldo are interesting. They have some that are actually in smaller cases, which are kind of fun. This particular one's a 7. I've got this removed Maradona crack 78. Got a 2. This one never stuck, which is pretty rare. It's still not a great cut. You can see how thick it is over here, but it's in a 3, and these did pretty well for a while. It's never stuck. It looks a little... Oh, you know what? Actually, that's wrong. It was stuck here, and there's some removal, and yet it gets a 3. This should be a 2. You know, so that's just disappointing they missed that. Here we've got a Julio Cesar, very rare a card in my experience from the late 1990s. Shouldn't be that rare. The weird thing here is, if you notice, they forgot to put the year on it. So it's 1996, 1997, which I believe is one of the first cards of his, if not the first. So happy to have that slabbed. It's just weird that they missed the date on that. Okay, well, wow, this is a nice surprise, especially because there was no upcharge for this one. So I'll take it. It's a Lewa 9 rookie. Now, this one's had a large increase of pops. So I, you know, am not an active buyer of this sticker, but this one I had for a while and submit in a bulk, and, you know, it comes back as a 9. So you'll take that any day of the week. Personally, on that one, I prefer the portrait. This also goes to show you like what's going on. You know, could Dybala be the superstar that sometimes some of us thought he would? You know, sure. Is that probable? No. But anyway, here's one of his first stickers. Really kind of nice. Scored a goal the other day for Argentina. Here's a second one, which is really nice, in a 9. So it seemed like the sticker graders on these were more lenient in general than I saw in my submission that I got last week. So this is this is really kind of epic, actually, because you don't normally see these headshots in the first and second year KDBs are you know, pretty rare. And so this is the second year, and it comes in a 10. To me, that's pretty epic, because I don't typically see those in super high grades. I thought that was probably going to be... I thought both that and the rookie had a chance to be, you know, in a 9, an 8, 9, 10. Mostly I was centering on I thought they could get 9s, and this one did get a 9. The centering's pretty much spot on to get a KDB rookie. No upcharge on this one either, especially the headshot. I think there's a number of factors, more of the inaction KDB and Lewa rookies than there is to this one. So this is the 2010, which would be the football 2011. Really, really cool set. Really, really nice to have these 2 KDBs. So go Belgium in the World Cup. Always liked his game anyway. And then, you know, kind of the man of the hour in the Champions League. It's funny this one comes back. You also have the Courtois. I think this is his rookie. I may be wrong on that. You know, I'm not the super expert on pre-modern cards, so if somebody knows, I'd super appreciate it if you could tell me if I was right or wrong. But this particular one, you know, also comes from that same set. So you had KDB and Courtois. So, you know, being a Barcelona fan, you know, I have a ton of respect for Rakitic. You know, I think he wasn't treated super great at the end of his time there, but I thought he was an excellent, you know, player. Was he the level of an Iniesta or Xavi? No, but you know what? I think he is still a part of Barcelona's success. This one comes in a 7. The centering wasn't great, but a 7's pretty harsh. This one had better centering, I think. Still hating the Newton rings all around, and that's a 7. And then this third one that I had, again, just love the looks like watermarks on the Newton rings, comes in at an 8. So, yeah, I'd say I'm disappointed on those. This one I was a little disappointed in as well. Well, it's a little off center, but we've got Benzema coming in at a 7. Thought that had better chances. Was kind of expecting an 8. Outside chance of a 9. I got a 7. Didn't really see what was wrong there. Okay, this one had really crappy centering. Still to get, a 6 was a little lower. I thought may get a 7, but I think the centering probably prevented that. So you got a couple of these. So this is probably the more common rookie. So I'll take it in a 9. That's fine. But the 6 probably gonna hit the road. And then here's the Champions League sticker. For whatever reason, you don't see a lot of these. I mean, that they're out there, but I just don't see a lot of them. I mean, maybe you guys who look for those things more often in pre-modern see these more than I do. But so I got an 8 and a 9. These are super cheap cards. I mean, for one of the best keepers, whether you like his personality and swag, if you, I mean, I guess collect always players that you like, but he certainly is, without a doubt, one of the best keepers of the last 20 years. I think if you were to say he wasn't, you haven't watched a lot of soccer or are very biased against Germans or just him in particular. So now we're on to number 3 in this group. So far feeling pretty good about the KDBs for sure. The Loa feels good. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, some more Bati goals. And basically what was happening was at this time, PSA, there were some rumors that PSA may, had a long backlog. Their pricing was still reasonable. I want to call it $12 a card or something. And so I just swept through all the stuff that was easily identifiable that I could send in. So that's what I did. Here's a 7. Not great centering. You can see the top. So that's probably fair. I think there was another one in the earlier ones. Here's an 8. This is not great left to right. And not great top to bottom. But, it is what it is. I don't think there are any 10s of this one. I could be wrong. I kind of expected, 6s to 8s here. And I got, a couple 7s and an 8. Oh, and here's a surprise, but not in a good way. 4, which maybe has the best centering of all. Is there... I don't see anything in the reflection, so I'll have to take this under 10 times, but again, there's some definite head shakers. And I think there aren't a lot of these. Oh, wow. Another. Followed by another 4. Or they just don't, like him. All right. So then we've got a Boban and a 9. He has some earlier stickers issued in Yugoslavia. So this is a nice card, but not a rookie. Although I hadn't had one graded, so it's really nice to add it to the collection. The Davor Suker cards are you don't see these as much, just like the Figo from the same 1992-93 football series, which I'd say the Figo is probably the best one in there. Here's another 8. So these are actually quite good grades. I think my Figo may even be a 5. Here's a nice little card out of Portugal, and these came from Potato Chips, I believe. They're called Longa Vida Football in Action. So it's actually made. These are actually made by Panini, but I think they came in chips. So a 5 is pretty decent, solid grade for and a very early Figo. Here's another 5. I had a few of these, picked these up through the years. If I saw decent ones, a lot of them are just mangled. This was a 3. So it's my 4th one, and then actually a real nice surprise here, getting a 7. Nice centering, nice corners. This one's definitely going on the PC. So one that is not, man, I hate when these things are It just gets to my OCD when they're a little off. Getting a 6 in a Romario rookie, pretty big deal as far as I'm concerned. So we'll take that again for $12 grading. That's kind of a deal. So this is kind of an underrated card. I think we've talked about it in the in the Discord from time to time, but you know, just to be an all-time country great for Romania, I think that those types of cards, whether it's an Hugo Sanchez or Chicharito or in this case Agi, are really kind of underrated. And I think getting this in a 9 is really hard. These were 2-8. These green borders make it tough. I just got 2 8s there, and then a 7, and then a 6. I think I have a 9. So now I probably have 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe I'll keep them similar to the way that I was keeping the Henris. See if I can have a run. Here's a Romario 4. Again, not rookie. His rookie was in Brazil. This is when he finally comes over to Europe. And then here's a Klinsmann. You know, I think he was probably more popular here in the U.S. when he was coaching the men's national team. And now not a ton of people collect him. But still, I think did he come in second in the Ballon d'Or voting one year? I think so. This is where I wish I had the chat. People can correct me. All right, so we're almost halfway through, boys and girls. And so let's go on to number 4. So I'd say, yeah, you know, there haven't been as many massive deviations in this as opposed to, you know, the last submission. And a couple, you know, really kind of nice, exciting surprises. So let's get to the next stack. You can see I was a pretty big fan of Batistuta. And this is a 7. A little disappointed there. I thought the centering could get this kind of an 8, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. These are pretty hard. You know, these aren't, you know, rookies, but they're early cards issued in Portugal and pretty attractive to my eyes. I really like the fact that he's wearing 16 here instead of 7. So these Panini Paixão are pretty cool cards. This is a 6. This one stings a bit. Again, here he's using 11. And then here's the third one of this. So, you know, those are nice. I'll take them. I was hoping to get a 9 out of one of those. Got 2 8s and a 6. The 6 burns a little. These I got an upcharge on. So this is a 4, mostly because it's been selling, you know, in the 4,000 range. So I got an upcharge of those. I think it was $200 a card. And you know, there's a little. These are accurate grades. There's some surface bends that give it a 4, even though really good eye appeal, and I'm very, very solid on those. So I like that. Really was hoping to get a 9 on this on one of the Buffons that I sent in, but unfortunately got an 8 on this one. Let's see the other ones. I don't remember how many there were. Oh, a 4. I'll have to take a look at that one. Very surprising. The centering was only great on 1 or 2 of them. And okay, so this one probably had the best centering, and it got a 7. It's still not even that great. So, you know what? I think it is kind of what it is. The Nedveds that I sent in, you know, not super common, not uncommon either, but you know, this particular one is the Europe 96, and that was a 5. That one kind of hurts. I actually thought these more were like 7s, 8s. Another 5. I mean, look at that. Centering's perfect. guess a slight touch in the corner. I mean, they look pretty razor sharp. And if there's a surface bend, it's getting lower than a 5, so I don't get that. And then here's an 8. Okay, I'll take that, even though the centering is like on an eye appeal basis. I'm definitely taking the 5 over the 8, right? Tell me who's with me. But, you know, it is what it is. There must have been something. Here's a Kaká and a 5. Not terrible. These come out of Brazil. These were way more common than the 2002 versions of him. And then there's another one. Oh, it's nice to see it in a 7. Right. So this is also the 2003 version when he's still in Brazil, and then he goes over to Milan. Right. And so this is an 8. I had an 8 in my other submission too. And then here's a Robinho in a 6. That's definitely lower than I expected, as is this one. Expected an 8 on this, but a 7. It's within 1 grade. I guess you can't really get too upset on that. And then, you know, this one I was also hoping to get a 9. I know the centering wasn't perfect, but ended up with an 8 on this CR7. Again, there was a 1 earlier. Wow. So this is actually awesome, because this is really hard. Here's a Dani Alves in a PSA 9. And this is from the really, really, really hard 2002 version, which I just mentioned on the Kaká. So there is box number 4. So pretty excited about that Alves. That's man, it's a big card. I know that he's not on everybody's list of people that you care about and follow. But as far as pre-modern stickers of what I consider to be great players, I mean, that's probably in the list of top 10 hardest. And then to get it in a 9. Don't know the pop reports, but I'm going to assume that you know, there aren't that many, if any, 9s. Okay, so here's actually a couple of the cards from my Italian friends that I submitted. So here's a 9, the famous 2006 sticker with CR7, Beckham, and Satlan. And then this is also their card, a nice 7, and the Maldini. Very nice card. And then a really tough one is this Rijard. Why am I just drawing a blank? Is it 1981, 82? Yeah, okay. 1981, 82 in an 8. Pretty big card right there. So I got to put this off, send this to my friends back in Italy with their 2 ungraded cards. That really bites. Okay, so here's something, and you know, I sent these in long before he played for, you know, Barcelona, which honestly he came on and I think he did a decent job. You know, I like these because you know, I think the African Cup cards, I just don't see them up there. Now maybe it's because not a ton of people collect them. That would also be fair. But, you know, this is, I guess, would be a second year card, but Panini does these. And to have this in an 8 is great. I sent in a couple other copies. So this is an 8 as well. And, oh, nice. This is a 9. So pretty happy with this. I don't know if Arsenal fans will still collect him, but yeah, those are good and not very super common stickers. So here's a Mueller. He actually had a good result in the shiny one. Here's an 8. I was hoping this was going to get a 9. I just like to collect 9s. Yeah, this one I knew wasn't going to do great. These tend to have bends, show bends easier. I personally like these a lot, but they tend to show bends in the corners or on the surface. So a 7's not terrible. A 5, not great. Right, and I think mostly it's up here in this little, there's like a ding on the corner. You got to see it in the light. Maybe you can see it. You see that when you tilt it? So it's probably accurate, even though nobody likes to get a 5 on their modern sticker. Right, so here's a 10 in the Griezmann's rookie sticker. I think there's another one. So I'll take it and hope that he does well in the World Cup. Oh, nice. So, I didn't even remember that I sent in these as well, but this is the 2009 Panini foot sticker. So this is a 7. And then I'm going to put these over here. Here's another 7. And then an 8. And a 9. So 7, 8, 9. I kind of expected 8s on most of these, so it's nice to get the arrangement. Here's another really nice KDB rookie as well, so that's kind of exciting. And an 8, of course, would have much preferred a 9, but and this is the more common one. But I'll still take an 8. Solid sticker. Here's another Griezmann. Oops, I think I moved this. Here's another Griezmann in a 9. So we got a 9 and a 10 on the Griezmanns. Lukaku, we got an 8. Really love the sticker. Always love the sticker. Man, hopefully he'll actually perform this year in the World Cup. It always seems like on the biggest of stages he doesn't, and I'm looking for him and KDB and Courtois to take Belgium somewhere. Having an 8 is certainly solid. Another 9 of these. Didn't realize I had so many in the submission. And here is Lukaku's second year in a 9. So here's hoping that he does something as well. So I'd say, wow, that box was pretty solid, full of a few 7s and 8s, but also some 9s and 10s, which, in stickers, you just don't always see those numbers. All right, so now we're headed on the home stretch. I'm not sure how many of you I have lost or not along the way, or how many are even out there. But again, I wish I could see the chat a little bit better. But we are now headed down the home stretch. Ooh, this is another big one for me. And so before I get there, this was this is the second year Lukaku. You really don't see many of these, and this came back in a 9. So happy to have a few of the earlier ones. And whoa, I do not get this at all. So maybe there's something going on there, but I think you'd even have to try to get this in a 2. There's nothing like, what could I do to get it on a 2? It's got to be something. Oh, there's a surface scratch. Okay, so maybe that's there, but wow. 2006 World Cup sticker in a 2. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is more what I expected to see these in a 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are more what I'd expect out of that. Here's some Rivaldo Rookies. I like these. I don't think I've ever recall seeing one higher than a 4. I don't know. I got to check the pops on those. That's a 3. Here's a 4. Pretty underrated sticker in my mind. You know, epic, great. Here's one, had a bunch of mileage on it. I kind of like these that have the mileage on them. You know, they're like, you know, stained, they're worn. You know, this one was collected by a kid. And, you know, I love it. I love that they're, you know, collected. It's 1.5. I'll keep this one because of that vibe of the kid that collected it. And then here's a 4. So again, I got what, 4 or 5 of these, and then here's a 3. So yeah, so I got a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I need a 5 out there. I guess technically it's a 1.5 now. So these talking about underrated players. Here's the Cafu rookie. I think he was on the. Was he on the Ballon d'Or, like all-time greatest team, or he's on one of these all-time greatest teams, I think. And that's a 3, which is typically what you can expect. I mean, good-looking, you know, sticker, good-looking, you know, card, and this is the 1991 version. You know, super epic player. You know, I think normally a 3 is what I expect out of those. Did not expect, you know, a 6 with this centering, but certainly happy to have it. And then the other card that I got an upcharge for in this order was this one, which is the same sticker in an 8. So, which I believe is the highest graded. Could be wrong. You know, slightly generous 8 due to the centering, I would say. But obviously really nice corners, perfect back. So I always, on all the Rivaldos, Romarios, Cafus, I try to, Roberto Carlos's, try to make sure I'm getting clean backs. There's so many of those stickers, but almost, you know, the vast majority of them will come removed. And those, I think the unstuck ones are still affordable at a couple $100, and I think these are some of the great all-time Brazilians, so I'd pick them up. Even the non-rookies, like this is a second year Cafu, and this is a 2.5, which means it was never stuck. I don't know why that's a 2.5, but you know, these are more PC items because, you know, I don't know how much the second years are going to run, but this is also a 2, which I don't know, maybe they're paying me back for the 8 on the rookie. And then here's another 2 on this one. So certainly disappointing on these second years, but I'd rather have good luck on the first years than the second years, right? Like most of us would. And then we got these Roberto Carlos rookies. So this is 1993. And this is, you know, another 2, which is hard to get because I thought that one was actually one of the better ones. Trying to look for some surface. This one's got no surface damage at all, no bends. So I think 4 is a bit harsh here. I guess centering, but feels a bit harsh. So a 2 and a 4 on the Roberto Carlos rookies. This one is, you know, has a crease in it. So still a good looking 2. Love this card. It's his first card. So 93, 94. It says 94 on the back of the card. So I usually consider these 94s. It's another 94, but really great looking cards. I mean, of a super, again, underrated player. So Stoichkov in a 5. I'm pretty sure this is his rookie. I don't think there's an 89. So this is a 90, 91. So yeah, I think this is it. And I think one recently sold. For whatever reason, you just don't see many of those out there in the wild. So, I'd get one. Do I think it's going to be a home run from an investment perspective? Probably not. But, I doubt that they're super expensive. I'll find a way. Okay. So number 7, we're almost there, folks. Those of you who have held with me, thank you. This is mostly pre-modern stuff, which is not where I spend most of my time. There's a few little older ones in there, but not a ton for sure. My voice is getting a little dry, so I'm gonna have some water. Sorry about that. So I have a few of these. I really like this card, the sticker, the typesetting. 6, not great. So another one, 6. That's a little rough. 5. Wow, so we're going from bad to worse. This one I knew was a little rough around the edges. Still decent sticker. So you got 5. What do I got? A 5, a 6. Okay, so here's a 7. I guess we're going to just do runs of some of these early cool stickers. So there's a 7 and an 8. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. May have a 9 out there somewhere, so it'll be... Maybe I'm going to do that on a couple of these stickers. Just go for a run because they're fun and popular stickers, and they're not too expensive, and I think they're important stickers. Another important sticker to my eyes, and my collecting. I know the Defenders don't get a lot of love, but I know that most of the market will consider Maldini as one of the best Italian defenders ever, the best. I think Barese really has just as good a claim, if not better. So here's a 3. Still good looking, good eye appeal on this. Nothing wrong with the back. And then here's a 7. Same sticker. So glad to have that as well. His second year stickers are actually kind of even marginally more fun because of the typeset. I just love this, right? Really kind of cool. So unfortunately, this one's a 4. I thought all of these would be in the 7 range, so I'm a little shocked that it's a 4. Again, the famous Calciatore set. This is the same one that the Maradona comes from. So there's a 4. Here's a 6 of the same sticker. And here is an 8. So I guess between expecting 7s, 8s, I got 1 8 and a 6, and then kind of the off-market 4, but they are looking at things differently than I am, and maybe they saw something. So then we've got a Rossi. This is the same set, right? Yeah. Really nice. Rossi and a 7. And an 8. This seemed like par for the course. It's like, okay, you send in 2 or 3 stickers. You get a couple of them where you expect them to be. And then you get one where you don't. So this particular one is the 4. So this is the one that I didn't expect to get. And then here is an alternative Barese rookie, which really kind of bummed this came in a 2. But I'm not sure why. Oh, there's a little bit of a bend here. Okay, then that's fair. But great eye appeal for a 2. Love it, and love, again, him as a player. And, Rossi as well. Funny, today we were talking in the Discord about this card. One of my hands down favorite, the vibrant green on this thing. Just love this card so much. I know it's a later Cruyff card, but the colors just make it amazing. This one will go into the sell now category. So I will want to or sell at the World Cup. Want to get that one out of my hands. Not that I'm anti-patriotic, but yeah, I think he's generally overrated. Nice pickup of a 9 on this. You know, I really love this sticker and the headshot, and to get a 9 with a small upcharge, $75. I'll take that every day of the week. It was a great looking sticker. I prefer the headshot, which now makes an appearance in a 5. Very off center. Didn't expect more than a 6 on this. Still clean back and tough sticker to get. So I'd actually prefer a 5 without a qualifier. If that would have been, you know, a 6 MC, you know, I just wouldn't have liked it that much. Here's another laggard second year Varese. Really nice. Like that sticker. Well, let's see. Is that all? No, we got 8 of 8 right here, guys. So thanks for hanging with me. I think we've been on for a while, so certainly appreciate hanging with me. Appreciate you guys, you know, taking interest, watching this, watching other stuff that, other videos that I put out. I'm always scared when I get a big slab, like, oh my god, could it have fit into a smaller slab? Okay, wow. So these are really kind of cool. I don't recall actually, you know, seeing many of these. I think these were a giveaway. But so look at the size of these, okay? And I'll put them over here on the camera. So first of all, it's a Mundi Chromo, and they call it a circle card here, but you can see it's actually some sort of a promo with Danet. So and this is Ronaldinho, and they're like, you know, Prism-ish cards, like well before, you know, Prism, and I just think it's so cool. And this one came back in 8, Ronaldinho, and these aren't worth that much. These are in 2006, not even close to rookies. And this one is Ronaldo. So we got Ronaldinho, you know, at Barca, and we've got Ronaldo at Real Madrid. And this one all came back a 9. So 8 and 9. These are just fun. I mean, fun collectibles. And that's what collecting should be. It's about, you know, fun stuff. I look at these things, I'm like, oh, these are cool. Right? I mean, I don't look at these things and say, oh, it's worth, I don't see dollar signs. I just look at this and say, this is so cool. Like, if I was a kid and I got this, I'd be totally stoked and trying to get the set. In fact, maybe I'm even going to try. The set's obviously pretty big with 541 in the set, so it could be kind of fun. Anyway, so, you know, we had some pretty good success in this submission. We got the KDB 9 headshot rookie. We got an Iniesta 9. We got a Lukaku 8. We got Varese 7 rookie. We've got, you know, a bunch of, you know, 7, 8s, and 9s of real classic pre-modern stickers. And, you know, a little bit of disappointment with my Italians friends cards. But, you know, sometimes that happens. I had lots of issues in my cards, in my UK card issue. Remember when I got all those AAs back. So, anyway, unfortunately, guys, I can't see any comments, which is super annoying. I'm still trying to figure out why that is. And hopefully when I figure it out, we can fix that and there can be more interaction. But I really did want to say, you know, thanks for coming on my collecting journey with me. Again, a lot of this stuff is stuff I had just laying around. And if anything, I'm not super attached to anything that you saw here today. So if you are interested in something, DM me and I'll put it on the side and maybe we can make a trade. Always trying to fill some holes. Happy collecting, and appreciate all of the time and effort everybody to this, and we'll definitely be seeing everybody on the Discord. So thanks. Take care.